Hey YouTube, BR Tidwell 55 here. I just want to clarify something. Been reading the comments on my video about Windows 7 and Netbooks. Uh, I just want to clarify something. I don't think that Vista. I don't think that Windows 7 is a bad operating system. As a matter of fact, I think I've been using the beta, the public beta, ever since it came out, and I think it's actually, I think it's really good, and I've said before, I'll say it again. I think it is a worthy successor to Windows XP. However, if you look at the specs of a netbook computer and you look at the minimum you look at the minimum requirements for Windows 7, and Windows 7 is really just not a suitable OS for for that platform as it is in February of 2009. The nature of the computer business being what it is, uh, who knows, 6 months, a year from now, uh, the specifications of what people define as a netbook are going to increase. And as those specifications increase, as they come with more RAM, as they come with bigger permanent storage, be it solid state drive, be it magnetic hard drive, uh, netbooks probably will grow in. They'll grow into being able to handle Windows 7 at full speeds. Most likely, I don't see why they wouldn't. Of course, OEMs, they've got a balancing act there too, because when most people think of a netbook, they think of a very small laptop computer that's fairly cheap. We're talking under $400. Uh, so, as OEMs try to keep that price point there, using Windows 7 also works against that as well. I think Dragon Ball said that there's like another $100 to get the same bottle netbook difference between a Windows netbook and one that's powered by Linux. You take something that's already starting out at $300, and then you add another $100 to it. Now you're bumping into the price range, basically the low end laptop. Uh, you know, if I'm going to go out and shell out almost $500 uh, for a laptop computer, and I've got something with I got something with like a little 8-inch screen, or I can get something that maybe has like a 13-inch screen. Just by shelling out another $50, I might go ahead and shell out the other $50. But that's another discussion. I'm not saying anything against Windows 7. I think it's a good operating system. I think Windows 7, as the specs increase on netbooks, I think Windows 7 probably will fit on netbooks. But if the specs stay stagnant, it's not an appropriate operating system, and they're better off. Microsoft is better off, I think, continuing to develop XP and support XP in that niche, or develop more, or put more behind Windows Mobile and develop Windows Mobile into that niche. But again, I appreciate the comments on the original video. Uh, some valid points, others, well, uh, but to the person who discounted Linux, I don't think you can discount Linux. They've made strides in the netbook market. I think they're going to continue to make strides in the netbook market, because think about this. You buy an OEM manufactured computer, and you buy that Windows OEM license that goes with it. Technical support's all on the OEM. It's not on Microsoft. You get the OEMs will get the same thing with Linux. I think through technical support on the Linux, their costs will probably actually be lower, because if they've customized that particular Linux distro to that hardware, the OEMs better know what's going on under the hood, and when people call in with tech support problems, they can better troubleshoot it. You don't need, and they don't need a bunch of MCSEs around to do it. Well, anyway, that's my opinion. I'm sure folks will disagree with me. That's okay. Have a good one.